Yeah, but I think there has to be questions on the Netherlands defensively. Okay. I mean, this was a good performance on the counterattack. They looked great, but Macedonia created 3 or 4 fantastic chances in that first half. Obviously, the left foot pulled one goal back. The width of the post pulled another one back, and it could have been a different story. And I think that's something that they're going to have to clean up if they're going to go far in this competition.
I do think, though, that Frank de Boer is going to be pleased that your main guys get some confidence, they get some goals, they get some rhythm. Wijnaldum getting 2, Depay getting 1. He had only gotten the penalty kick. And when those two are confident and going forward, they're dictating the offensive threats of the Dutch. So I think that's a good sign for them.
8 goals total in their 3 matches. They're first overall in their group. But Frank de Boer, I feel like, is still taking heat, whether it's in our country, you read the stuff over there, and he put out a very strong lineup. He only had 1 or 2 changes from a group because he wanted to see them play well. Do you think overall they're going to still feel the pressure, Craig, from these 3 performances?
His detractors are still waiting to say this isn't a shape that suits Holland long term. You know, 4-3-3, the Dutch way, and he's steadfast in his approach at the moment, saying, no, this is the way we're going to play. Yeah. And OK, it's worked in the group stage, but, you know, when we get to the knockout, the real big boys, that's when we're going to find out. And there's a lot of people out there waiting to knock Frank de Boer. Don't think he's a very good manager. Hasn't, you know, the Dutch are not in the place they should be. So we'll see. I mean,
how do you feel about this team, though? Because you're right, they're in the weakest group by far when you look at the metrics, and they took care of their group. But do you think they're going to be a threat as they get into the round of 16 and play more difficult teams?
No, because as Kasey said, I think, you know, when these weaker teams are creating so many chances, what are the real big boys going to do? Yeah. And that's going to be the problem for them. But, you know, they're getting goals from the middle of the park, as Julie said. So that is one bonus. Depay's playing well. We saw Locatelli for Italy scoring from the middle of the park. There are others. It's so important. That can carry you so far, but I just think, having looked at some of the other performances and having watched the Germans the weekend, no, I don't see them going real deep in this competition. And
their round of 16 opponent will be one of the 3rd-place finishers. We'll figure out those permutations later.
Yes.
Yeah. Here's Group C. This now, we can explain this very easily. This is wrapped up now. Netherlands goes through. 1st place, Austria through in 2nd place. The Ukraine will wait. They're already behind the Swiss, though, who were a 3rd-place finisher on 4 points. So Group C is in the books.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.